It's Wednesday, November 12th. In the headlines, JPS restores power to 300,000 customers following Hurricane Melissa. Government activates $3 billion recovery plan for farmers after Hurricane Melissa. In business news, private sector seeks help with cost of rebuilding following Hurricane Melissa. Regionally, Grenada's light and power company's Grenlec crew to assist Jamaica in power restoration. And in sports, Leeward Islands squad announced for CG United Super 50. This is the news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says the government has activated its recovery plan to help farmers bounce back after Hurricane Melissa. Addressing Parliament on Tuesday, he said that the plan includes millions in emergency funds, free land preparation, and support for replanting and restocking. Minister Green says the Agricultural Disaster Recovery Task Force, first set up after Hurricane Beryl, has been reactivated under the leadership of Michael Price to coordinate damage assessments, relief and recovery efforts across the island. Brittany Walker tells us more about the plan that Minister Green says will start immediately.
Minister Green says $450 million from the Production Incentive Program has been redirected to emergency recovery, including replanting, restocking, and land preparation. This forms part of a larger $3 billion recovery plan.
We're ensuring transparency, optimal resource allocation, and timely delivery on the ground. Already, we have had outreach from the FAO, who provided us with an expert to help in relation to our assessments. We've had outreach from ECA, who have pledged an initial support of US $30,000, and the United Way, who today launched their Restoration and Rehabilitation Fund for Agriculture, of which the first donor was our 100-meter world champion, Oblique Seville.
To help farmers get back on their feet, RADA's tractor service will offer free land preparation for the next 6 months, and all seeds and planting materials from RADA nurseries will be free for 3 months.
Additionally, another $80 million has been allocated for emergency procurement. The figure is split between $50 million for seeds and $30 million for agrochemicals. This is part of our immediate response.
Minister Green says the Sugar Company of Jamaica, SCJ, will also provide $5 million for land preparation on its properties.
While the hardest hit western parishes are cleared and repaired, we will focus early planting in some of the least affected areas, especially eastern Jamaica and our agri-parks, to feed the nation now. The Agro-Invest Corporation will lead an initial wave: 200 acres of sweet pepper, 150 acres of cassava, 150 acres of sweet potato, and 200 acres of open field vegetables, 150 acres of hot pepper, and 150 acres of scallion.
For the news on PBC Jamaica, I am Brittany Walker.
2 weeks after Hurricane Melissa devastated communities across Jamaica, the Jamaica Public Service Company says power has been restored to nearly 2/3 of its customers. That's about 300,000 homes and businesses now back on the grid. The update was shared by company CEO Hugh Grant at a special press briefing on Hurricane Melissa recovery on Tuesday. Danita Rodney reports.
President and CEO Hugh Grant says it's a major milestone in the national recovery effort following extensive damage to the island's power grid.
14 days after the passage of Category 5 hurricane, I'm pleased to share that we have restored service to 300,000 customers. That brings us to more than 64% of our customers now with power. This is a solid milestone given the scale of destruction that we have all seen.
Restoration work is continuing in Clarendon, Manchester, Portland, St. Mary, and St. Anne, with priority being given to hospitals, water pumps, and the key town centres. Mr. Grant says the western parishes suffered the worst damage, forcing JPS to reroute and redesign sections of its network.
Because of the extent of the devastation in the western parishes, this is much more than repair and restore. It's a redesign and rebuild of our facilities. We have seen whereby landslides have caused poles and other infrastructure to be significantly damaged, and frankly, we have to now reroute some of our facilities and redesign to facilitate restoration. The good news is we're making progress.
JPS says additional crews, trucks, and equipment are being brought in to accelerate recovery, with updated timelines for remaining parishes to be released later this week.
Residents of Catherine Hall in Montego Bay, St. James, are scheduled to meet with representatives of the St. James Municipal Corporation on Wednesday to develop a plan of action for cleaning up debris and mud left behind by flooding during the passage of Hurricane Melissa on October 28. Mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon, says more than 300 loads of debris have been removed from the area since the passage of Hurricane Melissa, with heavy-duty equipment deployed to help residents. The challenge, he says, is that the water trucks and backhoes are unable to get into narrow walkways. Residents have been working tirelessly to move their rubbish to accessible areas. We caught up with Mrs. Norva Maxwell-Taylor, who says she's just happy to be alive. She told us what happened on October 28.
I'm in my house. I can't believe when I look at water, maybe I want next guy to try to help my husband to climb my wall. It don't work, so I have to call the officer. I say, come help me, and the officer and hold him and left him. Come show you in my house, man. Wicked. So you start the water, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Water warm.
And you said it came in within 3 minutes.
And mercy, I got my husband almost dead. And the police have to try to jump the wall and come help him. So in that, my neighbor third floor, I relax. Right now, from Sunday, the storm come Tuesday, and maybe at Monday up to now.
Sterling Edwards says he too had to get help.
I had to come out when the water actually almost reached the roof.
You got any help to get out?
I got some help to get on the roof.
Because I noticed that you are disabled.
Yeah. So get some help to put me up on the second floor. That's where I have to escape if flood where I come. Because I flood like a matter of minutes. And in 5 minutes, like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, like water keep on. I build by the feet.
It was a similar experience for this elderly neighbor.
But like a little after the storm pass, we just find the water start to rise, and me inside the house with the kids them, so we realize the water move to it. So you know what happened, we could get out. We move out, the kids them stay back, only to find the water draw. I say, well everything alright. Within like 2 minutes, the water moved to about 7 feet.
The level of mud came up to our ankle, but residents were still moving about, helping each other clear debris, and even accommodating those in need of a place to stay on the top floors. The Montego Bay mayor says he will be deploying additional backhoes and trucks to help those in need. After Wednesday's meeting, he's expecting a more coordinated approach. The National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, is calling on private contractors with tipper and compactor trucks to help clear garbage and bulky waste across western Jamaica in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Executive Director Audley Gordon made the appeal during a press briefing at the Waste Management Limited's headquarters in St. James on Monday. Mr. Gordon says over 30 trucks are already engaged in cleanup operations, but more are urgently needed to tackle the massive debris left by the Category 5 hurricane. He notes that residents have begun creating makeshift dump sites, a situation the agency is working to address quickly. Time now for the Business Report with Denise Williams.
Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, here to bring you the stories shaping the financial world and guiding your journey to smarter business decisions. Let's dive into the top headlines. Kamisha Turner-Blake, Executive Director of the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, has led a delegation of private sector members to meet with Bank of Jamaica Governor Richard Byles and his team to discuss how the central bank can help provide the financing needed to support recovery efforts following the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. She also revealed to RJR News that the team will meet later this week with the Jamaica Bankers Association to explore ways to encourage commercial banks to respond to the central bank's recent interest rate reduction to 5.75% per annum, noting that the move is crucial given the economic emergency facing the country. Citi Foundation is committing US $250,000, approximately 40 million Jamaican dollars, to UNICEF USA to provide immediate humanitarian aid to communities in Jamaica affected by Hurricane Melissa, the strongest storm of the 2025 Atlantic season. This crucial contribution is designed to deliver essential aid and restore essential services, including safe water, hygiene supplies, nutrition support to children and families as they recover from the devastation. Pure National Ice has also announced that since the passage of the storm, the company has donated thousands of gallons of water and several tons of ice to various private and public initiatives island-wide. Pure National Limited is the parent company of Pure National Ice, Happy Ice, and Happy Water. From now until the end of November 2025, Pure National Ice and Happy Ice will match 1-to-1 every bottle of water and bag of ice. Managing Director of the company, Theresa Lindo, explained to rtoday.com that, I quote, "We are matching every purchase. If one ice is bought for a charity, we will donate one bag. If one bottle or case of water is bought, we will donate the equivalent. The donation only applies to water and ice being purchased for hurricane relief. Customers and those wishing to donate can call 876-564-5077 or 876-758-7575. For the trading period ending November 11, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Atlantic Hardware and Plumbing Company Limited with 2,184,974 units, representing 19.26% of local sales volume. Wigton Energy Limited with 1,651,742 units, representing 14.56% of market sales volume. Trans-Jamaica Highway Limited with 1,285,498 units, representing 11.33% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rate set by the Bank of Jamaica. On November 11, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US $66.96 million purchased and US $62.48 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $1.15 per dollar, selling the US at $159.67 and buying the US at $160.82. The Canadian dollar netted forex traders $2.25 per transaction, with selling at $113.71 and buying at $111.46. The British pound yielded forex traders $1.33 in profits, with selling at $212.73 and buying at $211.40. For our credit report tip of the day, when disaster hits, your credit report can become your comeback plan. Storms, medical crisis, job loss happens fast, but when chaos strikes, clarity comes from knowing where you stand financially. Your credit report is more than a score. It's your financial story, your leverage, and your roadmap to rebuild. Here's how to use it strategically for disaster recovery. Access your report. Check for errors. Disasters bring confusion. Make sure your report reflects accurate balances and payment history. List your debts clearly. Contact your creditors. Review available credit. Use aid wisely. Plan payments with intention. And build a recovery timeline. So create a 3, 6, and 12-month plan. Rebuilding happens step by step, not overnight. And also monitor consistently and get expert help. Your credit report isn't a punishment, it's a progress report. With the right approach, it can guide your financial comeback after any storm. In our funded and focused feature, for too many women, credit feels complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Your credit profile is your financial passport. It tells lenders, investors, and partners that you're ready for growth. And that's why a credit readiness snapshot session is a game changer. It is a simple strategic review that helps you understand your credit position, identify what's standing between you and funding, build a clear, personalized plan to strengthen your credit profile, position yourself to access capital with confidence. Because when you know your numbers, you move differently. You negotiate better. You attract opportunities faster. It's not just about credit, it's about confidence, clarity, and control. So let's get you funded and focused. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step toward your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.
In regional news, Grenada's Light and Power Company technicians join regional crews in Jamaica to restore power after Melissa and the launch of the support campaign of the Salvation Army Grenada.
A 5-member team from Grenlec's Transmission and Distribution Department departed Grenada on Sunday, November 9th to assist with electricity restoration efforts in Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa. The Grenlec technicians will work alongside utility teams from across the Caribbean, supporting the Jamaica Public Service Company in safely and efficiently restoring power to affected communities. This deployment is part of a regional cooperation framework among Caribbean electric utilities coordinated by the Caribbean Electric Utility Services Corporation. Such arrangement amplifies the spirit of mutual aid that continues to strengthen the resilience and solidarity of electricity providers throughout the region. 3 members of the Grenlec team expressed their readiness and commitment to offer assistance wherever needed.
The mindset, the expectation is basically utmost. You have to consider the safety, taking into consideration the disaster that the island is facing. One of our primary goals is just to see how best we can assist in putting back the power safely and efficiently in a timely manner.
I must say it is a pleasure being selected. After experiencing burial and so on, how it affected us, we know what it's like to be out of power, so it's an honor to be chosen to go and help another country restore theirs as soon as possible.
I believe that is a good thing that we will go assist Jamaica because it was our turn and they come and help us, and that they do a wonderful job to assist us. We appreciate that. So that is our turn now to go and render that same service to them.
Meanwhile, the Salvation Army Grenada Division has launched its annual Sharing and Caring Christmas campaign. This year, a portion of the funds raised will go towards assisting Jamaica, which was severely impacted by Hurricane Melissa. Pastor Roger Linton, a Jamaican national and head of the Salvation Army Grenada, discussed the initiative.
This year, 2025, we are appealing to the public to give generously. Because this time we're not just doing it for Grenada, we're also doing it for Jamaica. And as you all know that I'm a Jamaican and I'm consider what's going on out there. It's really hurt me. So what we are doing now, we are trying to appeal not just for Grenada, we are trying to appeal for Jamaica as well. So part of the proceeds will go to Jamaica as well. So our location this time around is at Real Value. We have Foodland at Lagoon Road, and we also have Food Fair. We also do it in the mall in town here.
Pastor Linton added that funds will also support homes, single-parent families, and hospitals in Grenada. He also revealed the organization's fundraising target for the end of the year.
And our aim this year, we want to raise, it's an ambitious aim, but we want to do it. 150,000. We give right around, not just Christmas time. We give to the children's home right through, we give to the hospital, and we also give to the homes right across Grenada. And every other Thursday, we do distribution right here in the location in Salvation Army right here in town. People come to us for food stuff, we help out what we can do. So it's not just for Christmas, it's for all the way around.
The Barbados national culinary team is gearing up to represent the island at the upcoming 2025 Taste of the Caribbean. During a handover ceremony hosted by the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, the team received their official uniforms and words of encouragement ahead of their regional challenge. We get more from Deanza Roberts.
Chairman of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Javon Griffith, has commended the Barbados National Culinary Team for months of hard work, discipline, and passion as they prepare to take the country's culinary artistry to the regional stage. Griffith says it's Barbados' way to showcase its talent.
This is more than a competition. It is an opportunity to showcase the brilliance of Barbadian talent and the richness of our culinary and mixology heritage. As you head to the regional stage, I urge you to go for gold in every category. Sharpen your skills, perfect your craft, and let your pride in Barbados shine through every creation. You carry the spirit of an entire nation with you, and we know that you will make us proud.
The team has been undergoing rigorous training ahead of Taste of the Caribbean, an annual regional showcase that celebrates the best in food and beverage across the region. Chef Javon Cummins is the team manager and head coach of the local team.
This moment represents more than a handover. It's a moment of passing on the passion of excellence and the responsibility to carry Barbados flag with purpose and with honor. Over the past couple months, we've trained relentlessly on early mornings, late nights, tastings, resetting, refining to ensure that we step onto that competition floor in a few days. We do so not just as individuals, but as Team Barbados.
During the ceremony, team members were presented with their uniforms and received words of motivation from Chief Executive Officer Ryan Ford, who also urged Barbadians to rally behind the team.
We really just want Barbadians to come out and support. You know, typically they say all the competitions are overseas. You can't pay to go overseas all the time to support, but now we are here locally. So I do recommend coming out, seeing what we have to offer. A competition is completely different to that of you going to just dine in a restaurant per se. There are specific points that you get for different reasons. And it's an interesting experience and exercise. If you've never seen a culinary competition before, the skill set that goes on inside the kitchen, the preparation that they would have put on the last couple of months.
The Barbados National Culinary Team is now ready to showcase Bajan flavor on the regional stage.
In Guyana, the Ministry of Education has launched national consultations to develop new anti-bullying and anti-violence policies for schools across Guyana. The first session brought together educators, parents, religious groups, and government representatives. Minister of Education Sonia Parag says the move addresses not only in-school bullying, but also the growing concern of online abuse. She also announced a new confidential online reporting system to help students and parents report incidents safely.
Violence is happening in our schools repeatedly. Transferring a student from one school to the next is transferring the problem. Transferring the problem. So then we have to figure out how we are going to fix this without transferring the problem. How are we going to, and listen, bullying is not only student against student. It's now school against school. It's teachers with student. It's student with teacher. It's parent with teacher. It's teacher with parent. And any one of you who sit here and tell me that that's not true, I ask you to go back in the last 2 months and check the social media platforms. Because here what? While we take a zero tolerance approach, it's not one size fits all. It's not one size fits all. So let's look at this in the way that we want it to. Bullying in no form should be happening. In no form should be tolerated, especially when we are a civilized society. We like to call ourselves a civilized society. We like to call ourselves a modern society. But in the context of what modern is and what civilized is it really that we have? Or are we going a little bit backwards when we have bullying and we entertain it? What's worse is that you will have someone who will take a picture or a video of it happening, and they will not do it because they want the authorities to know about it. They'll do it because it gives them some kind of satisfaction to put it out there and make the situation worse. And make the situation worse. You have some of them who entertain it, and you can see it on the videos. They entertain it. They think it's commendable. They pick sides in who they want to win this fight. If we are going to produce wholesome individuals, it starts in the schools, it starts in the homes. It starts in the homes. Parents have to take responsibility. Teachers have to take responsibility. HMs have to take responsibility. The Ministry of Education has to take responsibility. We all have to take responsibility for this.
In sports, we look to cricket. All-rounder Karima Gore will lead the Leeward Islands Hurricanes in their pursuit of CG United Super 50 Cup glory. The Hurricanes announced the 14-member squad for the tournament, which runs from November 19th to November 29th in Trinidad and Tobago. Terry Andrew reports.
The Hurricanes will be led by Gore, and Carlin Bowen Tuckett will be his deputy. Other members of the squad are Mikhail Louis, Kofi James, Tyrone Williams Jr., Joel Andrew, Jamal Hamilton, Nathan Edward, Makeem Cornwall, Micah McKenzie, Jamaica Landefort, O'Shane Thomas, Ishmael Peters, and Daniel Durham. ABS Sports understands the Leeward selectors have opted to go with McKenzie over the leading wicket taker in the just concluded Leeward Islands mixed tournament, Hayden Walsh Jr., because, quote, of the upward trajectory of the young wrist spinner over the seasoned campaigner in Walsh, end quote. Fast bowler Alzawi Joseph was also considered for selection, but Joseph is yet to complete the recovery period after injury, which is 21 days. The Hurricanes will begin their CG United Super 50 campaign against the Windward Islands on November 19th. Terry Andrew, ABS Sports.
And that's the news on PBCJ. You can follow us on our social media platforms at PBCJamaica. Thanks for watching.